Ooh, I'm getting old. I like it though. I'm happy I don't have to run around like a chicken with my head cut off no more. Hey, yo, I'm gonna have to go make me some coffee and stuff and get some water. I just woke up about 45 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, so I'm still kind of, you know. Let me go make me some coffee and give me some water while y'all coming in here. Hey, everybody. Ooh-wee. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I had to take me a nap. Y'all, let me tell y'all. I don't eat out no more really. So I wanted a fish sandwich. I went to Walmart and got me some of the I don't know what the name of the fish patties is called. But anyway, they got the ones for the fish sandwich. I bought me some tartar sauce and some brioche buns, baby, and some garlic butter and spread. Took them brioche slider buns and put them down on the cast iron skillet for a minute. Turned it over, put that tartar sauce on there, put the cheese in it, baby, and fried them patties, baby. I was asleep for 3 hours. I said, damn, I forgot how good this is because I don't eat out no more, so I don't be trusting nobody. Fired. And you know the brioche pack at Walmart come with a gang of them in there, so you want to make fish fillet sandwiches, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, go to Walmart, grab that pack with them in there, get you a little $1.68 tartar sauce, baby, and some cheese, and you was in there. That stuff was so good. I said, "CERCA, you done did your thing right here. I'm about to go to sleep." I climbed right up in my bed, baby. It was not my. I just woke up. Only reason I woke up because my cousin called me. That's it. I'll probably still be sleepy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That sleep was good. I needed it. Hey, y'all. Ooh. I'm looking for my glasses back. Ah! Oh. Mm. Oh. I was about to get an attitude. I had to reach down here. Just lazy. Don't even want to reach. It's a box right there. I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Is it cold where y'all went? It's all. It was like rainy here today. It was kind of warm, but then like 2 hours the temperature dropped way low. You going to Sam's? Ooh, I like Sam's. I used to love going to Sam's when I was a little kid with my mama. Me and my little brother used to run through there getting all the samples. We used to run through there getting all the samples. I'm at work. I like you. Is it AJ the Aryan or is it a Jarian? I don't know how to say your name, but I actually looked at your name yesterday because I really like that. Are you AJ the Aryan or are you a Jarian? Because I like that name a lot. However you say it, I like it. I'm gonna have to make. Oh, girl, it's good too. It's really good, and it's the Walmart. Okay, okay. Well, I like it. It's pretty cool. Like all my kids have a name, so that stands out to me. Well, except for my youngest one, she got an E, but you know what I mean. Hello, Stanford Locust. Your AJ. I got a lot of AJs in here. One of the people that was in here. Y'all see how my niece came in here and made me cry? Who was here for class earlier? Y'all see my niece? She came in here and made me cry. That's how I know God gave me a family, because I love my other nieces. I don't know that they can make me cry like that. Nothing against them or anything. I just haven't spent enough time with them. And your son was AJ. She came here and bust my head. Wait till I see her. Wait till I go back to Indianapolis. I'm gonna pitch the hell out of her. I'm gonna get her right on her arm like I used to when they was little. You don't come in your TT class and make me cry like that in front of the people. Embarrass me in front of company, got me ugly crying. What? I'm gonna get your butt. You just wait. Next time I come home, I'm coming to see you. I know exactly where you be. I'm coming right on over there. I'll come in here and make me cry like that. I said, no, she didn't. I'm gonna get this family about embarrassing me. It was a good class. It was. I believe that God has. He's upped the level of learning. You missed this morning. It was okay, Pumpkin. You know we gonna get it in whenever we get it in. You already know. But I'm grateful because I feel like we are getting a deeper level of understanding, even from just last year. Because we still talking about a lot of the same stuff, but God has given us a deeper understanding of even those simple things. Right? Like today, with this whole Egyptian thing, we about to get back on it because I think it's an important thing. Yeah. So I'll do that at the end. I'm not doing it right now because I already know what's gonna happen. I'll wait. Yeah. So with that, I'm grateful to everybody that come on here and tell their truths. I'm grateful that you all are not scared anymore. And I'm grateful that y'all want to get free. I just want to say that because what we do here would not be so powerful without y'all. First of all, God, He gave us a space to be able to do it. But the fact that you all are still fostering, hey, we don't do drama over here. If y'all get to it before I get to it sometimes. Now I don't too much care for that, but y'all will do it. I'm grateful that people know, young and old, black and white, it don't matter, Spanish, whatever. Islander, not Islander, American, not American. People come here and they get something that they don't even get in their own families. And I'm grateful for that. A lot of us have never, ever, ever, ever met, but God has blessed us to foster relationships with people that we might not ever meet in person, but they make our lives better. And this is why you can't say that crazy statement, no new friends. Because then you just trapped with the old raggedy ones that don't mean you no good and jealous of you as to why your life hasn't been, because you ain't got nobody believing in you. You got people throwing rocks in your way. You hear me? So when you say I'm not getting no new friends, then you shut yourself off from finding the people that actually support you and believe in you and do the things that you like to do and don't keep calling everything you want to do stupid. Why you want to go do that little stuff? That ain't nothing. Girl, we about to go over here and do everything everybody else doing. Right. Because you a follower and not a leader. So I'm going to go on over here and walk by myself. You hear me? You don't got to like it because I enjoy doing it. It don't matter. It make me happy. And y'all can keep going and doing whatever is trending. And I'm going to go over here and start some trends. Because that's what y'all doing now. Because y'all got other people reading right or wrong. Y'all got other people reading now? I don't care if it's your husband, your kids, your niece, your grandma, the lady at the job, because they stealing books at the job. So y'all got somebody reading to the point where they'll steal your book. They stealing books, nurses, everybody. Come on. My kids, come on. Come on. Right. So you starting some trends in your circle around there because folks wasn't reading, y'all. They was, but they was only reading smut magazines and stuff like nothing that was gonna do nothing but get them in trouble. How you thinking things you wasn't supposed to be thinking? You said, I know I wasn't reading. Listen, and now every day you read. Even if it's just making sure that the stuff on your prescription is right. Y'all reading prescriptions and y'all reading all, we ain't eating this because it got 17 ingredients that I can't even pronounce. Put that back. The wrong stimulation. Come on now. You said and be excited to read, okay? And do having conversations with strangers. Come on. It meeting all kind of people, and did you know, be talking to the people in the grocery store. So let me tell you about what I just read. And what happens? They go looking it up online. Even if you never see them again, the person you talk to on the bus, the person that heard you watching the video, the person that heard a little bit about our class, and one word stuck in their mind, they going to look it up. And who they going to find? Our dad. Not then start creeping in the room. Yeah, I told y'all they was going to be ear hustling. Listen, I am not new to this. I'm true to this. I tried to break it down to y'all, everything that was going to be going on. Folks want to steal your books. They want to be nosy. They want to see what you done highlighted, see what you done wrote, figure out why you different, and all you doing is reading. And then they going to say it's a cult because you change so drastically, and they don't know we don't force nobody to be here, and you can leave whenever you want to. You hear me? We ain't forcing nobody to be here. And you got most of your money. Now in that hell, you probably got more money than you had before. I done got in this book and now teaching my older brother. Mike, how old are you? Nephew, how old are you, Mike? How old are you? Did y'all hear that? How old are you, honey? 19? Where am I? Come here, Tara. We tearing down me and Tara and my nephew. Wisdom don't have no age. Bust him heads, nephew. And then he gonna go and bust his buddy heads, and you don't even know you didn't. Niggas gonna be in a club talking about stuff. You talking about, yeah, man, my little brother, he hit me. Then he gonna call your uncle and say, Unc, you ever thought about this? And then he gonna hit, look here. I'm proud of you. Giants and everything. Bust his head. Go on and watch some movies with him. See bro, right here. You see this right here? So then if you got this, but see this really right. Listen. And you don't want to learn. I know that millions, and this is not over exaggeration, millions of people lives have been changed because I wasn't scared. Now I'm asking y'all to just think. It said one can move 1,000. What did it say? But two 10,000 or something like that, or two whatever. Okay, look. Y'all realize how many people we can affect if we keep doing this in a good way? There is young people that is our nephew's age that ain't gonna have to go through certain things because he has the information that he has. He can tell them, nah, bro, you probably won't do that. What you mean, bro? Look what it say gonna happen right here. You understand? So, nephew, do you imagine the wisdom you gonna have at 27? I wish I could have got this information at 19. My life would have been completely freaking different. If I could have got this information at your age, oh my God, you don't even understand where I would be in my life. And I'm not discounting. But honey, you get in the game early. Promise. And every time you go to do something, it ain't like, oh, don't do that. But you're going to think, nah, I read about this. You hear me? One can take 1,000 to fight. Two can take 10,000. Come on. That's what I'm talking about right there. Thank you. Listen. The fact that y'all read, the fact that y'all are changing, wish I would have known better too. Man, listen. The fact that you all are learning for yourself, the fact that you all are taking what we do in our classes here and taking it into your families, I know because y'all telling me about the parents and the grandmas and everybody that is breaking down. People's lives are being changed. God is going to bless you for that. You are literally using the word for what it is used for, not to attack people, but to set people free. And you don't think God gonna bless you for that? That's why y'all pockets is changing. I know what happens. You sleep better. Your stress level come down because when you relieve other people's pressure, when you answer other questions we answer for you. I gotta get. I've got to listen, and it might not be you. You might drop the seed, and somebody gonna pick it up, and then they'll take it. You hear me? Your stuff might be out, Ash. Cause I'm gonna be honest. My immediate family members, my mom just started believing it. And do y'all know why she started believing it? Who wanna know why my mama started believing what I was saying? Before this, my mama was telling people, honey, don't listen to that girl. She is crazy. I don't know. She reading all that mess. Pastor Geno Jenkins said something about the lost books, and now I sent her a copy of the OTP. Real life. All these years your daughter been telling you. And it just happened. It ain't even been 4 months. It ain't even been 4 months. But she heard what I said. She just wouldn't receive it from me. So you plant the seeds, and then when they hear from somebody they respect, they'll come asking. And that's exactly what's going on now. So it might not be from you right now. You just dropped them seeds. I used to call her, read with her. She wouldn't hear it, but she would listen. But she wasn't listening because she would get right off the phone and go talk crazy. I don't know why. I don't know what she over there reading. Her and my brothers, they all ministers, so I was crazy. But as soon as Pastor Geno Jenkins said it, baby, it was loud in. Somebody she respects said it, and now she want to know. And I'm not talking bad about her. It's just the truth of how it happened. But you could have been on this 7 years ago. You could have been on this 10 years ago. You just wouldn't receive it from me because you didn't feel like whatever. And that's been the problem. And that's why the Bible said, don't judge the book. Don't judge the outside, judge the heart, judge the intentions, judge the person. You hear me? Same stuff I've been telling you. You just wouldn't take it from me. And that's been my whole family. That's been a lot. I told y'all most of my friends is pastors and bishops. If someone over them says it, like they're diocesan bishop, then they'll believe it. But coming from me, they won't take it. I told y'all my friend, he tried to embarrass me, getting me on with his mentor, and his mentor told him, no, she ain't crazy. The stuff she teaching, they don't teach you until you get to the PhD level of seminary. Silence! You said what? I said silence! Don't say nothing else. So your mentor, who has several PhDs, told you that the information that I'm reading and trying to tell you about, it ain't crazy, it ain't off, and it is relevant. He's showing my mama my apocrypha as we speak, head busting. Come on, that's what I'm talking about, nephew. I'll send you some more books if you need some. Send me your address again. If your brother needs some books, let me know. I got you. You got to put your stuff out there. Come on in. Come on in. You can have them ready because they're going to be trying to take your stuff. So just send me your address again or whatever. I'll get them stuff. You see? Didn't take long, did it? Didn't take long. Boy, come on. What you said, smashed another one. You need them 2 books. Okay, so if you cannot afford them, and not that you don't want to buy them, if you cannot afford them, we say if you can get bundles and buy bottles of Casamigo and get 3 times DoorDash in a week, you can buy your own books. Because we're not just giving them away free. We're buying them for people that $56 is going to be a challenge for them to come up with. Okay? So we do, but not for people that just don't want to buy them for themselves. We buy them for people that can't afford $52 or $53. Okay? But if you cannot, you send an email to CERCA TROVA books at gmail.com. Just your address, your name, and maybe a thank you. I do not need a whole story. And I'll tell you this. You don't have to believe it. But if you don't really need, like if you can afford them and you ask me to get them for you, God ain't going to let the payment go through anyway. I'll be too tickled. So if you cannot really afford them, we will buy them for you. You send your name and address and a thank you to CERCA TROVA books at gmail.com. Yeah, because I don't normally do Zelle. That would be why. Yeah. Because the way that my accounts are set up, because people have already tried to hack my stuff. Oh, you're banned from Cash App. We'll figure it out. I saw that email today. I just haven't had time to get to it. Just give me a minute. But with me just starting out and knowing how the scams go and stuff like that, I don't play about certain stuff, and I know they can retract payments and all this old weird stuff. So don't worry about it. I think I can accept that one. We'll look and see. Just give me a minute. I saw the email today. I saw it today. I just was doing some other stuff. So just let me see. But I just be careful with that because I don't play about, folks be on weird stuff. And I want, when people send money here, I want them to be able to trust that I take the utmost care in making sure that everything is safe and goes where it need to go, and we not splurging or buying stupid stuff or giving money to people that don't need it. So, which is, I take pride in that. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I take pride in having integrity. It feels really good to be an integral person. You hear me? It feels, some of y'all becoming more integral. Some of y'all having a little bit more integrity. It changed your life. You can walk up straighter when you're an integral person. You don't have to look over your shoulder. You don't have to worry about nobody busting you out because you a liar. Like when you live your real truth and be who God made you, it's a lot of stuff you don't have to be worried about people finding out, especially if you don't care about telling your business when it comes to what He done brought you through. You know, integrity is something a lot of people don't have. They swear they do, but you can look at if they don't care about lying about this and that, and if they allow to get stuff and all of that, you ain't got no damn integrity. You don't have no integrity. Don't If you lying and hustling to get stuff, you don't have no integrity. Don't try to tell me nothing about nobody getting over on you or nothing, because you don't have no integrity. So you cannot expect people to be integral with you if you're not an integral person. Mm-mm. Can't ask for something you don't give. Period. All right. So I wanted us to read this because we started talking about integrity is doing the right thing when no one is watching. It is. And it's some of the hardest things to do. You hear me? It's one of the hardest things to do to have integrity. Y'all seen my niece in here? Money used to come find me. Money used to come find me. You hear me? Be looking all over for me, searching high and low. Money did. And I used to have to run and hide from the money. Sometimes I still be hiding from the money. Because money be trying to find me. Real life. Whatever you don't chase you. I promise you. But a lot of times, when you're an integral person, the devil will put you in situations, and it ain't that they don't be good. They be good, but they're not gonna be good for the long run. They just gonna be good for right now. You hear me? And you got to get to a point where is not money can't make you. Money don't move me because I've seen how money treat people. I've seen how money make people feel. So money don't move me. I don't care how. I didn't talk to people that got a lot of money like they was dirt and gave a person with no dollars the utmost respect. Like, Lord forgive me, it was stuff I used to do on purpose. Oh God! Like the nigga in the room with all the cash is on me, thinking because he got money I care. I go get with the raggedy looking dude and dance with him. Nigga, you got me messed up. I seen you over there dancing with that little raggedy nigga, did you? I was having a great time and he ain't got a dime in his pocket. What'd you say? You ain't used to people not wanting you for your money, huh? Come a little different, don't it? You hear me? On purpose. I know what you're used to, and I'm not gonna give you that. You gonna wonder why over here. I told y'all, listen. God had to snatch me all the way back by my skin. How you pick up a puppy like that? He didn't grab my clothes. He snatched my whole neck meat back. I said, get over here and sit down. Get over here and sit down. Y'all gotta think I studied people. So for a long time when I wasn't doing all the way right, trying to do all the way right, I used my gifts for the wrong things now. Just to get under people's skin and stuff. I ain't gonna piss you off, but I know what you're looking for. You won't get it over here. Even if I want to give it to you, I'm not gonna do it. You said legs kicking it off. I'm trying to tell you. See, y'all not gonna tell the truth about how the devil, how God had to snatch y'all out of your own stuff. I'm gonna tell you. He had to snatch me out because I was fighting to get back in that mud with the pigs. You hear me? Fighting. Tooth and nail, holding on to every piece of fence and every piece of wire and every piece of wood I could to get back over there in that fence with them pigs. You hear me? Wallowing in the dirt, wallowing in the mud. You hear me? And sometimes it was bad enough I went back to my own throw up. And you know what that means. Who done went back to their own throw up and ate it? Something you said you would never do. Another day in your life, you were so sick, so hurt and behind it, and you found yourself back at that bucket. You said, damn. Somebody said, man, here she go. Let me get my stuff. Let me get my stuff because I can already see what's about to happen right here. Just in case I have to play Fruit Ninja. I'm getting me a thing. I'm getting me a thing. What you call it? The little sword holder. I'm about to have me a strap. Don't even trip. Because if I have to pull old girl out on y'all, don't play with me. Do not. Don't play with me. You stay over there. You hear me? You stay over there. Don't come over here. You stay right on over there. Don't play with me. I'm not playing. Uh-huh. Me and Carrie gonna come visit you. And we'll. You said I'm throwing trees. Don't worry about it. I got a tree chopper. What you just said? Come on, this a different kind of chopper into. I'm cutting down trees, dude. It is. I thought the shield was coming. I was gonna get it, but I didn't know if tomatoes was coming, so I figured I'd just go and pull out the heavy artillery all the way off the top. You hear me? Too funny. Yes, I named her Carrie. That was my grandmother's name. Uh-huh. So I named her after my grandma because she didn't play about certain things. And so I figured that's the energy. You know what I'm saying? I figured that's not houses and trees. Dang! Y'all is getting more aggressive. We went from tomatoes to kitchen sinks, shoes, and now people is throwing whole houses at me. Is that a mobile home or a tiny home? Goodness gracious. You said, they said, dive that. Cut that up. Take that. Y'all petty. I'm just trying to help y'all. I am just over here trying to help y'all. Steak and eggs, right. And an RV, right. Damn, somebody threw an RV at me. I thought y'all loved me. You told Hoppo to beat me. That's about how I'm feeling over here. You said tiny homes. Lord. Y'all is all my life I had no fight. I had to fight my daddy. I had to fight Queen. I had to fight Joy. I had to fight Tone. I didn't have to fight all of them. I'm done. Y'all are funny. All right. So let's hop to it because I plan on doing art and craft this evening. I gotta do something creative. I ain't playing with y'all. Tone, I done had to fight you about 20 times pushing you in the corner. Go sit down. Put the handcuffs on this nigga. How do he keep getting out? We gonna have to put him in a quiet room in just a moment. Damn. Didn't I ask you to sit down at your desk? Why is your feet? Be still. Myron. Be still. Put your hands in your lap. Don't touch her paper anymore. I done asked you, I done moved you to the front of the class, to the back of the class, and now you're sitting outside the hallway and you out there hoot, hoo. Sit down and stop. Listen. Right, he was in the army before he knows some stuff. Right, we got to put something on this one. Put Uncle Tone in the corner alone. I don't know if he's trustworthy. He might get out the window. Hell, be outside on the swing. I just wanted to swing. Get in here and sit down. You said my teeth fell out. Well, amen. Listen, Tom. They never came back. Moving on. Here we go. My blood pressure was 106 over 60 today. Okay, Auntie, I don't know about blood pressure. Is that good? Hey, nephew. 106 over, what was it? Is that good, Auntie? It hasn't been this low in 6 years? Auntie, I have that effect on people. I have that effect on people. I told y'all my ex-husband when he came with a little mini medicine cabinet. And by the time we had been together three months, he didn't have high blood pressure, none of that stuff. The doctors was trying to figure out what he was doing. I'm just playing. God is good. That's my daddy. He do that. I can't take no credit for that, but it is true. You know why? How do you hear God's voice? Is a lot of times sounds like your own, or more like thoughts. Congratulations. Listen, or or Thea Circa's voice. It could sound like my voice. Toya said it do too sometimes, Isabel. She said she'll be getting ready to go do them cards back in the day. She said she'll hear my voice say, girl, if you don't put them back in the drawer. So I guess it can sound like anybody. Whoever, maybe your grandpa saying something to you or whatever. My BP went down since being here and listening. Come on now. Come on. That makes me so excited, y'all. And I really can't take credit for it. It really is our dad. Because when you start to listen to him, your life smooths out. Your stress level goes down. You have more peace in your house. And so then your body, it works and does what it needs. Okay. A disease is a dis-ease in your mind. And once you heal the dis-ease in your mind, the disease in your body goes away. Y'all been healing y'all mind. Y'all been releasing things that y'all been holding on to for 20 years. You've been learning God's way, understanding why certain things happen to you. And now all of a sudden your stress level is going down. Cholesterol better. You're off all these medications. Am I a college professor? Why, yes, I am. As a matter of fact, if I can find my thing. But just hold on a minute. Let me find my stole. It's here somewhere. Where is my stole at, y'all? Somebody done stole it. It's folded. Where is my stole? That's crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Did I hang it up? Oh, well, I was going to be able to show you who I am. I'm Dean CERCA TROVA. Nice to meet you. I don't even know where my stole is. Where is my stole at? Y'all know it's always hanging back over there. Where is my stove? Now that's odd. It shouldn't be in my room because I haven't taken it out of here. Mm, it's probably right here. I'm just not gonna get upset about it. Where the hell is my stove? Because it's normally hanging right there, so that doesn't make any sense. And if I took it off, I put it back. Y'all know that. Well, anyway, it's in here somewhere. I don't know. That's weird though. Y'all know it's always back there. And it ain't no space in here where it could be. Where is it? That's odd. What the heck? Mm. Now that does not make any. I promise y'all, I be feeling like. Mm-mm. It's in here, but that's weird as hell because I told y'all when I came back over the holiday, I felt like somebody had restarted my PS5 because it had never made that, and I don't turn it off. And I'm like, that's weird because it said it shut down something, and I didn't shut it down. I'm trying. Anyway, it's in here somewhere. That's weird. But I promise I'll be knowing stuff be weird around here. You be weird. That's why I got my cameras, even for like maintenance and stuff. I do not trust make. I know niggas who used to be maintenance. They used to be hitting them folks, stealing people's drawers. If them drawers was they girl size brand new, and they still had the tag on them while they was going through people's drawers, they was gonna take them and act like they bought them. Used to be in people's refrigerators and everything. That's why whenever you can know, you cannot come in my house unless I'm here. Do I have books on angels? I do. Yeah, they be stealing drawers. They do take draws. Is this a maintenance? Don't tell the truth. Never mind. That might get you locked up. It's a maintenance in here, like, yeah, she ain't lying. I be all in them people's refrigerator and everything. They probably don't do it now because it's cameras. But before this whole have a camera in my house stuff, niggas used to be running through their stuff. Mm. This I know. All the let me see what trinkets you got in here. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, they steal. Not all of them, but most of them. So it's getting more self knowledge, the same as getting to know God. In a lot of ways, it is. We getting ready to get to it right now. Um, what was I going to say? Because in order to understand yourself, you got to go to God and ask Him, because nobody else can tell you anything about yourself. I mean, people can tell you who you like, how you interact with them, but to understand your purpose, you got to go to the person that gave it to you. So when you start to look at yourself and see how you actually conduct yourself, and you see that it's not a good fit, then that's gonna draw you closer to God, because then you start to feel a little like, I guess I'm not as good a person as I thought I was. And so how do you learn to do that? You got to go to the person that gave you your purpose. That's why you don't do readings, right? I don't know who the hell got this page and they saying they me. Y'all know I don't do no readings. I don't do no divination. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, I don't need nothing to get in contact with the spirit. I don't gotta use nothing extra. All I gotta do is ask. I don't need to wait for the moon, the sun, the stars. I don't need no rocks, no copper, no bowls, no water, no tea, no nothing. I don't need none of that. God just give me straight downloads, and I'm grateful. I don't want the other, because that's how stuff be getting confused. It be straight to the point when He gave it to you. So God made the astrology stuff, but man takes everything that God made and use it for the wrong reasons. You hear me? They take every single thing that God did and use it for the wrong reason. That's a fact. So, with that, you're not supposed to go to any other source and ask your future, and God says, I'm all knowing. They gotta go to cards to tell you what's gonna happen. If you ask Him, He just gonna tell you, yes, anointing oil is okay, because that's what He told us to use. Yeah. You want to know so you can try to change it or whatever. Okay, so here we go. We're back at the Lives of the Prophets, y'all. Page 387 in your book. Book 2. Book 2. Yep. 387, book 2. Hey, y'all. Book 2. Yep, book 2. I'll be right back. I'll wait. 387, book 2. Please let the people know that's coming in, and no, you're not late. You late, you late, you late. You're not. You're not late. What are the names of what books? Y'all gotta be more specific than that. Yes, cat. I just told you the page. Not you. I'm over here. Somebody asked what is the name of the books, and y'all know how many books I be lifting. I don't know exactly what books they talk about. If you got, it's book 2. Hey, are you talking about the Old Testament Supigrapha? The books that we read out of every day? I got a lot of books, y'all. So the name of the books could be anything. These, yeah, this. I'll be right back. Let me run to the bathroom. 387, y'all. Cause I got I'm not gonna be on here 2-3 hours. Cause I'm about to go do me an art project. I want to make something. I don't know what I want to make, but I want to make something. You said make me Tia. Lord Jesus. Here we go. I'm gonna make a tray. I want to make a tray. I haven't made any trays in a while, so I want to do a tray. Make a tray. Cause I've had this one piece of. Anyway, I'll just show y'all what I'm doing. I'll show y'all once I get done with it. Okay, is we ready? Is we ready? Yeah, I know, but we'll work it out. This the thing, y'all. When I create art, I gotta be in the mood, and it can't be for nobody. I had the hardest time creating queen stuff. I promise you. I did. Because if I just make it and then I give it to you, it's something different. But I feel pressured if somebody is asking me, like, because then I don't know if you're going to like it. So it'd be different if I just create it. You're like, oh, I like this. Then you can have it. But if you ask me to create, I'm not that, like Tay and Tasha, and we got other people here, right? That they are amazing artists, and whatever you tell them to create, they can do it. I'm not that kind. I'm an abstract artist, so it just be like, right, our Bougetto herbalist. I see, like, right, you come on now, like I see y'all art, y'all, but I can't. Because that one, you can tell the one got grooves in it and the one don't. One is full surface and one is not. You can tell the one, like, because I either go overboard, I won't leave it, and I add extra, and then I'll be like, oh, I should have just left it alone. Like, so now y'all nephew, he can do it. Your daughter is an amazing artist. Like, y'all, your nephew, he can do it. But me, I ain't that can. Imperfection, perfect. Right, right. And I'll keep on doing it. Uh-huh. Yep. That's where it goes, Kat. We don't use that word around here until you right. I probably could, but I'm just saying, like, I just got to be honest with myself. I can barely draw a straight line. All these shells in here is probably crooked. I had to get a laser and they still crooked. For real. I have this shirt you gave me. Yeah, listen, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. I'm gonna try. Give me a minute. Cause I got so stressed out with doing hers, I ruined this much resin. And for people that know how, resin, basically I ruined 2 whole 16-ounce bottles. Cause I forgot about it and left it in there, and it got hard in the cup. That's like $50. That's like $50 wasted. 30 $35 wasted worth of resin. That was a whole tray I could afford. Yeah, so I have to be feeling it to do it. Yeah. I was that stressed out about it, and I'm gonna spell. Literally, I'm mad about it too, because that could have made some more diamonds and a lot of stuff it could have made. And it was a little bit more than this in the other one, and forgot about it. If you buy resin, you know how much resin this is. This is almost them bottles that they sell at Joann's. You see how much resin is wasted, and I can't do nothing with it. You hear me? If I get stressed and I can't get the damn thing out of here, can't get it out. So yeah, if you buy resin, you know how mad I was when I woke up and forgot that, or came back and it was already hard. That was a whole tray I could have poured. What kind do I get? Whatever kind is on sale. I don't have. See, y'all know I don't be on no name brand nothing. Whatever my money can afford at that moment is what I buy, and that's with everything. The only thing I don't change on is my laundry soap and my deodorant and my body wash. Other than that, whatever's on sale, I'm getting that. It makes a nice piece of art. I love you, Miss Buggies. I was so mad. I was like, seriously? I believe in Miss Wendy. He will. I'm not tripping. But I'm just saying, like, I don't like to waste. You know what I mean? Even my resin, I take the little bit that's left and I'll just start pouring it in different molds. Lord Jesus. Did you get them to glow? Did you get your black light and see how it looked? One of those looks exactly like the galaxy in them. I can't remember which one, but one of them, if you shine that light on it right, it looks exactly like the galaxy. I hope you got a good light so you can see it, and you got a charger, or you can put them in the sun and bring them in. One of them look just like the galaxy at night. Thank you. It do like that purple with that. It look nice. It don't matter any kind, Miss Garcia. You just need some. You need command strips. Okay. Okay, so let's get this going because I want to say this. Okay, look. So people always compare the Bible, the people in the Bible, to the people in Egypt, right or wrong. And they always try to say who had it first. But if Adam foretold and the Egyptians are out of the first two people, they are still the lineage of Adam and Eve. We know that, right? The Egyptians say that the Savior was in Egypt, and the Bible says that at 2 years old, Jesus went down, him and Mary and Joseph, and lived in Egypt. Right? Okay. So then they actually say the same thing. Egypt says that they had a Savior, a virgin birth there. And the Bible says the same thing, that Jesus at 2 years old went down in there. We know that they had to be the same story because Herod, who was an Egyptian king, would not have been trying to kill all of the Hebrew boys if this wasn't the same Jesus. The same Savior born of a virgin. Both stories say the exact same thing, that Jesus was in Egypt. They call him Isis, Horus, and whoever over there, but your Egyptian name is not your Hebrew name. And if you got taken by these people, okay, if he got taken by these people, then they going to, just like when they got taken into slavery, they got a different name. Joseph got a different name. Moses, everybody got a different name because that ain't the dialect they speak. They don't call you by name. You know, they know. But when you read the Bible, you see that several times Moses, Abraham, all these different people, he took them down into Israel, into Egypt because Egypt had the best schools. Egypt was like Harvard. So when people went to Egypt, a lot of times they didn't just go for the wealth, they went to learn. It was one of the smartest civilizations on the planet with the largest libraries and the largest wise men. Now, was a lot of them wizards? Yes, but they still had information. Okay? So the Bible and Egyptology say the same thing, that Jesus was in Egypt, and he was. They just gave him a different name. That's it. Can I ask y'all a question for the people that have been here for a while? Isn't it crazy how they use something so simple to... I'm going to have to go blow my nose. Ugh. Isn't it crazy how they use something so simple to keep us in the dark? All they have to do is try to tell you one or the other and create a little bit of doubt of who had it first, and then you will never put the pieces together that it's all the same people. Even from Norse mythology, Egyptian mythology, Greek mythology, it's all the same people. So they can sell you mythology and tell you the Bible ain't real, even though it's the Bible. They can sell you science and tell you science outdoes the Bible, even though that is where they learned it. The archaeological digs, they get that stuff from the Bible and the old Hebrew literature and the old Egyptian literature. Okay, so y'all can use it and go find the stuff. Hey, you can go find it. You can read the Bible and go find Solomon's temple, but then y'all tell us that it was a it was a ancient mystery. But y'all found it like 40 years ago. Okay. There wasn't a J prior to this. It was wise. But listen, that's folks get caught up on that. If you go to China right now, they are not going to write your name in their language the way that it looks over here. Language, just like the people migrated, language did too. He has more than one name, and he tells you. You just look it up. Very easy. It's right on the internet. Mm-hmm. Do you see this? Phoenician was the first written language, right? And then it went to all of these, okay? Coptic and all of this. So way before it got to English, he had several names in all of these languages, okay? Because what about when it wasn't no Greek and it wasn't no Coptic? He still had a name. It's just not going to be the name you know him by. Because the story been here. Taylor, that's all information, honey. You can go find. That's your search. Seeking, you shall find. You can go find it. But if you only looking for one, you're going to just be disappointed because he got more than one. He literally tells you that he got more than one name. I mean, I don't know why people just be looking for one. He got a lot of names. What book is that? It's an old book. Okay, y'all, look. I'm going to do that later. I'm getting ready to teach my class. I got something I got to do. I'm not about to be on here all night. Y'all can go back and look at it later. Okay? You hear me? I'm about to get to my class because I got something I want to say and something I want to do, and this is taking me off. Okay? I'm saying it nicely. These are all things that you can find out for yourself. If you search it, you're going to find it. Okay? We don't spoon feed information. That's why I say seek and you shall find. I've already told you got a lot. Now you go looking. You're gonna find it. Right. We do not spoon feed information. You're gonna have to go looking. That's an issue. The church just tell you exactly where it is, so you don't look anywhere else. But when you're looking, you'll find other things too. Okay? Yes. I don't want y'all to be spoon fed. I want y'all to know what's going on and know how to search it for yourself. And that's a real thing. But I also want you to open your mind that it don't only have to be one. Because that's what people tell you. Oh, it's only this. That's not true. Because it says Jesus went out into all the world. And his name wasn't going to be Jesus in China. His name wasn't going to be Jesus in all of those other countries he went to. Because they don't even have that. Like, that's one of the hardest things to get people to see. And this is why I tell you, if you study all of the history, if you go get the Celtic history, if you go get the African history, if you go get all of them histories, the Japanese, the creation of the gods, the Persian myths, you go get that history, you'll see what his name was in all the other languages. It's right there in your face. Like I just said today, people say, but there is a J in the English language and you don't speak Hebrew, so it would be pointless. Do y'all get it? This is very simple. We don't speak Hebrew. So do you think that God would just not give us a name to be able to pronounce his name? We don't speak Hebrew. We don't speak Mandarin. So it would be pointless to have that and you don't know what it means. Thank you. It's translated. The English language is a mix of everything else. Do your etymology on language now. Where your words, most of the words we got ain't even, they are a mix of other words. Come on. If you go to other countries, they don't even have words for what the words we use over here. They don't even have a word for that. Like I said, if I go to another country, unless it's Italy, my name is not going to be CERCA over there. It's going to be pronounced a different way, whatever is close enough. Just like when you was in Spanish class and you was in school, they called you by another name in Spanish class. Did they or did they not? They did not call you by your name. They gave you a Spanish name, and that was the only name that you could answer to in class. And if there isn't a name for you, they gave you a name that was similar to your name, right or wrong. But you answered to it in Spanish, and if you didn't get credit. You said, yep, in college too. Okay. It's the exact same thing. It is the exact, you said in French too, exactly. It's the exact same thing. Yes, my name was Anna, because they don't have a name for that. So people get caught up on this. Oh, well, what was it? Well, what was the first one? Well, what was this? What was that? First of all, when he told Adam, I don't even know that he told Adam that his name was going to be Jesus. He just told him that a Savior was going to come and undo what he did, because Adam knew about Jesus before he ever had kids. Adam knew about Jesus probably the 15th or 20th day out of the garden. We don't know what language God told him that, but the name that we get right now is the name that is in a language with the vowels and stuff that we can actually understand. Hey, Ani. Hey, TT, baby. You hear me? He got more than what he tells you. I'm Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Shalom, Jehovah Nisei, Jehovah this. I'm Emmanuel. I'm all of this. He don't have just one. You said, yes, I'm here for all of this. Well, good. Come on in. Now, back to what I was saying. I am that I am. Come on, David. He got a lot. Like, people be trying to, we don't box God in over here. And if you're only looking at trying to understand whatever literature you, from one Egyptology or Greek mythology, then you ain't going to get it. It's going to go over your damn head every time. And he said he was going to use the simple things to confound the wise. Right. The Ancient of Days. Come on. He got a whole bunch of names. And it's funny because the way that they depict Santa, which who we know, old Saint Nick, is Lucifer. But how they have depicted, like how God, the Ancient of Days with the white hair, or like an older version of like looking like Moses. Ain't that crazy? How they make Santa look just like that. And he just old and don't never die and just be around. The many names of God. Yep, it's in here somewhere. One of them is up there, I think. And he got a ton. The yellow one. Krampus is Santa in German. See? Patron Saint Nick. Saint Nick is a name for the devil, for Lucifer. That's the original name for Saint Nick. You can go look that up. Saint Nick used to be the devil. And that's funny that he wears a red suit and sneaks into people's houses while they're unaware. Like the Bible said Lucifer does. Don't it say that the spirits and Satan sneak in unaware? With cloaks on and disguises. And he sees you when you're sleeping. And when do spirits normally come messing with you? Right, Santa is Satan, literally. But old Saint Nick means the devil too. Yeah. If you go look up Saint Nick or Old Nick, it literally means the devil, Lucifer. Yeah. Oh Lord, don't get kicked out, Mike. Don't, just be cool. Don't ruin their house. You better ask your family members. You said don't make me launch my Christmas tree outside. Go, okay. Do me a favor. Go look it up real quick. What's the definition? Who is old Saint Nick or Saint Nick? Go look up Saint Nick or Old Nick, and see who it say he is. But don't be. But listen, I want y'all to have a good time at Christmas now. Sometimes wisdom is holding on to information too. Just because you got it, don't mean you got to share it right away. I'll be saying that when you know you good or eat. And ain't that funny that he got a list of all your naughty stuff? Watching Grimm, they put it in the episode. Yep, he's a no. You gotta look. Chief spirit of evil, it says. The chief spirit of evil. It says the accuser. Ain't that crazy? Why would they have our kids writing letters to the devil? And it's so funny. They call him the master of hell, nickname for the devil. Why would they have our kids writing letters? And think about this. It is all pagan. No, there was a Saint Nicholas, just like there was a Saint Peter. But old Nick, old Saint Nick, is another name for the devil. And now they've changed it to Santa, which is just Satan with the N and the T, all that N part changed around. Got your babies writing letters to the devil. They Then we used to sing a song to old Saint Nick when we was little kids. Old Saint Nick, something, 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 something. I can't remember it. You said, yeah, break time. And is. Give me 2 seconds. And then we're going to get to what we're getting to. I need y'all to see, this is the thing. And then they'll have a Santa sitting in the church. I'm old Saint Nick. Ho, ho, ho. Really? You got Santa in the church? This is how you know I'll be trying to tell y'all be in synagogues of Satan. Have a big old Christmas tree when you don't even know what that tree represents. When you see the witches outside naked, and they didn't put all. Neither of my kids have never written a letter to Santa. Come on. Santa and his elves are Santa and the imps. Satan and his imps. Exactly. Imps. The elves are imps. That tree, the Maynads or the witches, they used to decorate them trees and dance around them naked. And they would light them up with crystal, not crystal balls, but like the same kind of stuff we put on the tree right now. Put all this ribbon around it. And they would be out there dancing and the fire would be going. That's how Christmas trees got here. It's a heathen tradition. And these be in the church. Look it up while I'm in the bathroom. Excuse me, y'all. Give me a break. Give me 1 second. Go look it up. Go look up what they used to do with them Christmas trees. That's the Bible talks about adorning trees. convinced y'all that they is spraying something in this air. I'm telling y'all what I know because I have every freaking diffuser in my house going and my nose is still damn dry. That don't make no sense. And I turn my heat down to like 72. My nose is dry as hell right now. And y'all know I keep water. I got juice, coffee. All of it. Yeah. I'm like, what the heck? I got all my diffusers going in every room. No matter what you tell people, they will deny this about Christ mass. Oh, yeah. Not right now, St. Clair, because I'm about to read something else. I can later. I've probably already read it. It's Christmas trees all over your school. Mm-hmm. What? Is this some crazy people in here? Yeah. And they said the Anunnaki created them, didn't they? People just, they say that the Anunnaki was here and the Anunnaki created people, right? Ain't that what they be saying? If that's the case, then that don't make no sense because, yeah. Who did they engineer the people out of if there was no people here? How do you genetically engineer something that's not here? Do you see they tell them, oh, they genetically. So what did you genetically engineer to make humans? Tell me. It had to be something here for you to change it genetically, which is exactly what Enoch tells us, that it was 7 generations of people and then they started making the humanoids. Oh, God. The stuff they be saying don't even make, if you really listen to what they saying, they don't make no sense. Because in order to genetically engineer people, it had to already to change the DNA. So it had to be something here. It's like KJV is a version. That's why it says the King James version, which means something came before it. A version means that there was already something else there. It was already something else. And who made the Anunnaki? That's how you know they don't even read the Bible, because the Bible literally says the sons of Anak, and it talks about how big they are. Like, people are weird. And most people don't realize that a lot of the Bible comes from ancient Mesopotamia, Turkey, Syria, India, and all of that, but they don't even read. So when people come in here, you listening to the white Jesus, you ain't never read the Bible, have you? Because it ain't nobody white in that Bible, I promise you. And if they is white, it was only because they was albino. You don't even, did you even go look at a map or a time chart of history to see who the people, like, did you do any studies before you just start saying stupid stuff? But if you Google a name and it just show you white people, you don't go no deeper than that. That's all they got to do. Exactly, nephew. If that is the extent of your studies, is picture looking. You hear me? Because we talked about the Maccabees and the Maccabees, or excuse me, the Maccabeans and the Maccabeans being the same people, because it's the same story. If you go read both, you'll know. But if you type in MEQ, BYN or BEN, it's going to show you an Ethiopian priest. And who are the Ethiopians? Solomon's kids by Bathsheba. That's why they got the lion for the tribe of Judah. Menelik started the Ethiopian dynasty, which is Solomon and Bathsheba's child together. But if you don't do the studies, that's why Nipsey Hussle looked like King Selassie, and King Selassie is probably looking a lot like Solomon used to look. Because even if you go look in the Arabic pictures of Solomon, the old ones, he looking like Queen Selassie and Nipsey Hussle. The way they draw his face and everything. Even the Asians that draw their pictures of King Solomon, because all of the wise men from around the world, from Turkey, China, everywhere, went to visit Solomon and get knowledge. I believe it's on. You hear me? But when you don't study the migration, newbies, I'm going to show you a book you need to get. This book right here is going to change your whole life. Between this one and the 2 yellow books we have, you will not spat out this crazy stuff no more. Because you can actually take your time and go through here. Solomon wasn't black. Okay. All right. People is crazy. Lord Jesus. Okay. Well, you going over there where they believe Solomon wasn't black, baby, because you're going to be upset over here. I say don't do it to yourself. Okay? You're just going on where they believe Solomon wasn't black. You'll be happier over there. Because you're going to be real irritated over here. Uh-huh. Real irritated. Poor baby. Now y'all see why I said, listen. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. You see how you just gotta. Oh, baby. Oh, little ting, right. If you would like to see more of the books on my shelf, we have over 770 videos. Okay. We don't add people. Listen, because I don't want them to stay here. Listen. We don't add people, Mango. Okay? Because I want them to stay. We just let them, just let people be here. I'll do all the adding or calling folks out. That was a response to someone else. Oh, okay. He said, wait, no, sir, I know they black. I know he was black. Okay. Oh, okay. That's why we don't. Do you see how that works out? Because family, we don't got, you see? I was like, wait a minute now. You gonna be real irritated over here. You might not want to stay. Look at y'all. Everybody be like, oh God. Everybody just start rolling their eyes like she gonna get mad if they don't just get out of here. Everybody was ready to fuss. I know. But we calm and we nice and we smart and we is intelligent and we is kind. You would have said that'll be me. Whenever y'all see somebody talking crazy, I'm gonna tell y'all what I mainly see. I see the eye roll or I see this. Or just the stop sign. A whole bunch of stop signs, like please, because she about to get mad. She gonna get off here. Our class is gonna be over. Just go away. Just go away. Please, just go away. Just go away. Right, or the clown face. Listen, Because folks know, look here, go away. Or tomatoes. Right. Listen, we do not care. And we ain't saying we want everybody to agree with us. If you just set in stone with what you believe, you're not going to like it over here. You're going to hate it. If you are stuck in one way of thinking and being, you're going to hate it over here. It's going to be all unorganized to you. Nothing is going to make sense. You're going to hate it here. I said, just go. Just go now. Just go now. Don't even do it to yourself. Don't even make yourself stay and listen to stuff you don't believe. I would not do it to me. I wouldn't. I would just go. All right, now let's do this. Going and be bothered over there. Right. Because we not bothered. We don't care if you believe us or not. We don't care. Listen, we don't do nothing but learn and have fun and laugh and cry and slide down the wall like we in a Lifetime movie over here. We don't have time for nobody else. We go through entirely too many emotions. You said I had to dodge stones. Sorry, pumpkin. Y'all say y'all sorry to your cousin. Because y'all was talking crazy about him. I was too. I'm sorry. Y'all say y'all sorry to your cousin because y'all was about to get. He said, I'm dodging stones. But wait, hold on. Say y'all sorry. Everybody say y'all sorry. You gotta own up to it because we was about to eat him up. We was about to eat you. I ain't gonna lie, I was too. That's how I was trying to be nice. Everybody over here talking about sorry cousin. Damn, y'all was on his head too. Hey. All your cousins over here said sorry too. They like, cause oh God, it's so funny. Listen, y'all be like anybody that is trying to come in here, interrupt our class, go away. Oh Lord, you said I was trying to defend him after he corrected himself with the shield. You put the shield up. Oh, this our cousin. Never mind. Wait, y'all. Hold on. Just hold on a second. I know, but we family, so we got to make sure. But see, not my bad. This is why I say I don't be wanting us to add people because sometimes it's just a miscommunication. You said, wait a minute, y'all. That's why you don't make us mods because we be blocking everybody. And that's why I did. Do you see the method to your TT madness now, 2 years later? You see the method to my madness? But see, I understand, and this ain't being cocky or nothing. The effect I have on people, if I block them, they're going to come back. So sometimes that makes it more of a hassle if I just kind of let it fizzle out and let them go away on their own. Y'all done seen it. So imagine that being in my real life. So I learned that in my real life as to why I can do it over here to just say, hey, I'm giving you a chance to stay here. Do you want to be here? Because when I push you out of my life, now you're going to be trying to get to fight to get back in and you weird and I don't care. Like, you're not going to make me talk to you. You're not going to make me acknowledge you. You're not going to make me do nothing. So that's why I be like, just let them go. Because some people, they be weird. Like, they want attention that, like, they try to, like, steal attention from you. I don't know. They not going to get acknowledged unless they negative. And so then that's why I just don't give them nothing. Because you're going to be mad because I won't give you nothing. You say, oh, that's so good. I'm going to try that. Oh, yes. When you don't hit back, they don't know what to do. When you just say nothing, how do you argue? Arguing with yourself? And you're going to start to look silly because I'm not saying nothing. Come on. I'm not going to say anything. Just let you be. You said Rudy is reddish brown. Yep, and that's me. I know. Listen, I'm not saying I know, but yeah, listen. Auntie did a lot of studies. I had to sit and study stuff that people listen. Bone structures and mongoloid and this and that, all the different types of facial structures. Y'all would not believe the stuff God had me studying, so that I could understand what I was looking at when I went back and looked. at all those hieroglyphs and all the different paintings and different things that I've had to study. You hear me? Y'all see, we ain't even tap danced on. We probably ain't made it through a good 10 pages of my notes. And I'm not even trying to be funny. We still really in Enoch, Ezra, and like the beginning. We still really ain't out of Genesis yet. In our reality, in all our studies, we're not even out of Genesis. And some stuff I just don't talk about because people already think I'm crazy. So we just gotta wait until we build up there, and then we move on to something else. And we're building that foundation right now. You said, and my brain already hurts. Exactly. So just imagine having to study the Bible for 18 hours a day, because that's what God had me doing. 18 hours a day, I studied the Bible. If I wasn't picking my kids up, cooking, and even when I was cooking, I was reading. Come on. Come on. You said facts because I'm just starting. Oh, just wait. This is why I beg y'all to take notes. Even though our classes be whatever, I beg y'all to get a notepad and whatever sticks out to you, even if you just write a couple words, later on, those words are going to make so much sense. Whatever sticks out to you now, that's why I said do the brainstorm charts. It don't got to be perfect, right or sideways, however you get it on the paper. Because when you write it down, God is going to give you more information about it. You hear me? But if you don't even think enough to take a note about it, why should he tell you anything else? I got 10 notebooks and can't stop that part. Dang, do you? Good job. That makes me excited. You said I'll be all over the place writing it down. And do. None of it don't have to make. I write on napkins, envelopes, whatever's close by. Come on. And do got it. Whatever I can write down, because yes, I'll be writing on everything. Because all of those papers are going to make sense later. There's stuff that you wrote down when we first started this. Facts, I have a study binder. Come on. It's stuff that we studied when y'all first came over here. Now, if you go back and read it, every freaking thing makes sense. You didn't know what that really was. You thought you understood it, but now that you had a year and a half to really break stuff down, you go back and look at that stuff. I screenshot words. Come on. Come on. Yep, I look at you. Listen, I have notes everywhere. Oh, I love y'all. Ooh, sure do. I have a pen and paper on deck at work all the time. Come on. I be in the rabbit hole reading my own notes. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about right there. Because now you done went and looked that back up because you forgot you studied it, but then it makes sense. Listen, and now y'all see why I don't have time to be arguing with people when I could be learning 1,000 things. I could take an hour to be on the phone listening to your negative stuff, or I could take an hour. Do you know how many things you can study in an hour? You can study a lot of information in 60 minutes. 60 minutes will take you all around the world if you study in one thing, I promise. You'll be all through some stuff. Look up, it's an hour and 30 minutes, and you still been on this one word. I can see how far I've come in my notes. Come on. Come on. That's why I be begging y'all to take notes in class. Even about the emotional stuff we study here. I even write letters to God and go back and look at them. Come on. Come on. I've got so many notes from my first classes. My kids be reading them. Oh! Oh, yeah? That's what I'm talking about. So now they know where to go find the information. Like, you know what that reminds me of, Ash? You know what it reminds me of? Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. Remember, Indiana Jones was trying to find his daddy's journal. And dad had a lot of knowledge. But Indiana Jones was able to go and find the exact pieces so that he could finish his dad's work. So if you don't start a work, how can they finish it? You give them what you know, and then God is going to add to that. That's how he got to all the stuff. But if you won't take the time to study, how can you teach them? beg you to write down what you're going through in your life. So if you pass away, your kids don't have to live fake like the rest of the world. They literally can go through your journal and see what you did when problems came. They can also see that you asked God to change that situation on the date that you asked God to change it, and then they can go back and see, dang, mom prayed for this and she wrote this down, and then she wrote down that God did it on this day. That was only 30 days. So what you doing? When you're not here, you're still ministering to your children. Because you're showing them, no, I had problems. These are the things that were going on, but I took it to God in my journal, and this is the day that God did it for me. I literally see immediate changes once I write it down. That's because you're talking to my dad immediately, instantly. It's like a letter. It's like better than instant mail or private mail. It gets there faster than that because he was already waiting on it, because he already knew he had the angels sitting there ready to snatch it, and they go up to heaven instantly. It don't take them no but a blink to go take your petition and put it in front of God. Oh wow, got my OTP today, and my 8-year-old granddaughter wants to know about the books. Oh, and y'all wonder why the devil be coming for me? Y'all see how many generations we be spanning doing this? Ash, how old are your kids? Queen, how old are your boys again? We got Mike that's 19, 11, and 16. My nephews is what? 9 and 11? How old are they, Queen? Don't kill me, because it's a lot of them. Boys, don't be mad at TC because I don't remember. It's a lot of y'all. You got your 15-year-old listening. Come on. And some of our people in here is 70 or over 70. Mine are 9, 6, and 2 5-year-olds. Come on. Come on, my generation need this for real, and you're going to be the one to bust their head, nephew. CC is 11 and she listens. And we got some 9 and 10. Come on, 9 and 10 for Brandy's daughters. 14, 11, and 9. See, I got 9 and 11. I can remember 14. Don't kill me. My son is 6 and he loves the books. Come on, 3rd grade and 5th grade. 2, 4, and 6. 8 and 5. And they be like, TT Circle's on. Here, mommy. TT Circle. TT Circle. It's a TT Circle. And I already know, because my other little cousins do it. They go up and kiss the TV or kiss the phone and be mad because I ain't talking back to them. 15, 13, and 8. 10, 12, and 23. I already know my 27 and 7, and it's 8 of them. Come on now. Come on. Come on. The little ones be watching you when my TT Circle. Her old TV, mom. So let me clean up my act. All right. Can't be cussing and stuff. Dang. See. My 5-year-old and his say hi, mom, every time you come on. Oh. You said please do the Bible reenactment. I got y'all. We gonna get there somewhere, y'all. I just been tired. I got some New Testament sitting down here. I just ain't figured out what I'm gonna do just yet. 21, 20, 18, and 16. Come on. Oh yes, I forgot Ashby playing us at school too. It's a lot of other teachers that play us at school too. Excuse me. You said I just turned you down or mute. Thank you. Because I ain't perfect, y'all. But they didn't seem worse on TV. They didn't seem worse on TV, even in their cartoons. They didn't seem. Have you ever watched Cat in the Hat? That nigga said, son of a bee. You dirty little. So it's all the same kind of humor I be having. And they didn't seen it on Disney. Everybody like, oh yeah, he sure did. And then it was the infomercial. Then when he was talking to his garden too, you remember what he said? You remember? Uh-huh. Hulu do the Bible read. Right. Right. Exactly. They do Bible reenactments, but not like mine. They do Bible. I done seen a million Bible reenactments. I ain't not ever seen one like mine. Sorry. It ain't, and I ain't trying to pop my collar, but because I see the Bible like it's a hood story. I see the Bible as my family members and cousins and people's families that I done went into. And think about if you was a character, who you would be out of the people that I'd have met, and then we act that out. That's what the drunk uncle, the drunkles, as my daughter deemed some of my ex-husband friends. I said, what are y'all calling them? She said, Mom, they're the drunkles. I said, the what? The drunkles, the drunk uncles. They're the drunkles. Do y'all know they wore the name proudly? My daughters would walk past his friends and say, hey, drunkles. They say, hey, they gave us our own name. We the drunkles. It's not a nice name, as a matter of fact, at all. And they still go by them. They tell people, we are the drunkles, the drunk uncles, the drunkles. I kid you not, they say, Mom, the drunkles are at the door. I'm like, oh, God. The same one that called y'all the CERCA bites is the same one that came up with the name the drunkles. The drunk uncles. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, the drunk uncles, the drunkles. And they answer. They say, Mom, the drunkles are at the door. And I already knew exactly who those three people was. It was going to be one of three people. Which is horrible, but it's the truth. Yeah. And we all have a drunk uncle. So, the drunkles. Yeah. Are you serious, Bev? Thank you. It makes me I nickname people too. Remember, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, you gonna have a name. And is. You gonna have a name. Ooh, excuse me. Why does it keep going there? Uh, you can't find it, of course. Really? I don't know how I keep getting this off of here. Um, is this even the right one? Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I don't even know if I'm in the same book still. Oh, yeah, I am. Okay. You know what? Let's do this. Instead of doing what we was going to do right there, can y'all go to page 306? We're going to do something else. Go to page 306. We'll come back to this Lives of the Prophet. I want to show y'all something, but we'll do this right here because I'm about to get off at 8. I'm going to just read what I wanted to read to y'all real quick. So on 387. That's a question you can find out on the internet. Sometimes y'all ask questions y'all already know the answer to, because you have a specific date, right? He was born in the spring, or between April and August sometime. Hmm. Okay, so okay, so I'm gonna read this real quick, and then we going y'all just go over to the other 306 in book two. But I want to read this real quick. Okay, y'all ready? Listen to this, because I asked y'all a question earlier about the Egyptians and why they have their version of Isis and Horus and all of that, right? So if you read page 387, I'm just gonna go down to the bottom of this to verse 8, and it says, "This Jeremiah gave a sign to the priests of Egypt that it was decreed that their idols would be shaken and collapse through a savior, a child born of a virgin in a manger. Wherefore, even to this day, they revere a virgin giving birth and placing an infant in a manger. They worship. And when Ptolemy the king inquired about the cause, they said it is an ancestral mystery delivered to our fathers by a holy prophet, and we are to await, he says, the consummation of his mystery." Mm-mm. Did y'all hear that? I'm going to read it to you again. So the next time somebody asks you about Isis and Horus, you hear me? Get your book two out. Okay? Get your book two out. Go to page 387 and read from 8 to 10, and then go to the other page. I'm going to read that again. How did the Egyptians know about Isis and Horus, the virgin birth? Let's see how they found out again. "This Jeremiah gave a sign to the priests of Egypt that it was decreed that their idols would be shaken and collapse through a savior, a child born of a virgin in a manger. Wherefore, even to this day, the Egyptians revere a virgin giving birth and placing an infant in a manger." And they worship, basically saying they worship them. "And when Ptolemy the king inquired about the cause, they said it is an ancestral mystery delivered to our fathers by a holy prophet, and we are to await," he says, "the consummation of his mystery." So this is why Herod was so pissed and trying to kill all the Hebrew boys, because they already knew he was coming. And when did Jesus get to Egypt? When he was 2 years old. And they was killing all the boys under 3. And him and John the Baptist got hid. John the Baptist's mama walked into a wall, and the mountain opened up, and it closed her and John up in there. Or she left him in there. The mountain opened up, and she put him in there, and it closed back up. That's how him and his cousin was hid. No, literally. Literally, the wall opened up exactly like they show y'all in y'all magic shows on Harry Potter. The wall opened up. Yes, it did. The same way them big old rock walls is moving right now. Yeah, that's not new. It's old, but you gotta know where to look for the information. You see it in the movies all the time, and they don't know they got it from the Bible. Hiding the baby in the rock. John the Baptist. Because they was on her heels with her baby, and she prayed, and God let that rock open up. You said, was it Job that went through what? Same struggle. All they, yeah. That's why I tell y'all, if they tell you not to believe the Bible, but God said, I'm going to trick you because ain't nobody going to leave this earth without hearing the word of the Lord. You didn't know it was going to be through mythology, did you? My daddy a head brother, head brother. Oh, yeah, he a head brother, head brother, head brother. Oh, yeah, he a head brother, head brother, head brother. You said you don't read the Bible, fine. You still going to hear the word of the Lord. Because Lord of the Rings is Solomon. 300 is Gideon. But you didn't say it. When you're reading about the Greek mythology and the Celtic mythology and the Japanese mythology, you're literally reading about the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. Ain't that what's all in the first part of the Bible? I believe so. When you're reading about the war between Israel and Palestine, you're reading about the war between Israel and the Philistines right now. The history is still being written. Don't believe me? I'll show you. This lovely book here, who was not written by people of color. This right here. God said, ain't no soul gonna leave the earth without hearing the word of the Lord. Well, when I go and I read the Celtic history, the Egyptian history, the Persian history, the Japanese history, the Native American history, African myths and tales, gods and monsters, myths and tales, the Greek myths, the Japanese myths, the Norse mythology, all of it, the Hindu mythology, even Abraham is Brahma. Saraswati is Sarah, and Gagar is Hagar, or Keturah from the Bible. God don't hear how we get it to you. You gonna hear it. Now, did those people start to worship people instead of God? Yes, but God told us that in the Bible. So when I go look at their gods, I know that God is pissed because they're worshiping people that actually existed. Were some of them demigods? A lot of them, most of them. But let's see what it says about that right here. Mm-hmm. So if I go right here, back here, right here, it says, instead, right here under Chaldean, right there where it says Juno and Jupiter and Neptune, you see that Vulcan? It says, instead of the Chaldeans who are in the Bible, the people that lived in Earth, the Greek names of the kings of Babylon and Assyria are herein given as they most commonly found and used. So when you are reading about Juno, Jupiter, Neptune, Vulcan, you're actually reading about the Chaldeans from the Bible, or the kings of Babylon and Assyria. That's just their Greek names for them. Oh, well, I don't know if I believe that, Miss CERCA. You see that? Well, let me show you. I'm just gonna bust you here right here, then I'm gonna go on and get on off. These are the ancient Mesopotamian or Assyrian and Babylonian kings right here. This was Nimrod's cities. He started Eridu, Iraq. This is how Iraq used to be spelled. And Akkad, Asher, Lagash, Babylon, Nippur, Nimrud. Oh, because Nimrud and Nimrod. And Nineveh. Giants lived here. Demigods lived here, right? But this place right here, just pay attention to that place. Pay attention to this place, You can find this in the Bible. Abraham then went to There's a lot of people that had to go into and Nineveh. Okay? So if we do that, right there. And then I go and I grab my, where are you? Where? What the heck? It's probably already down on the ground. Where is it? Oh, is it this one? I don't know if it's this one or this one. And then, where is my book? It's got to be out already. So where are you? What the? Y'all, I got to get this room cleaned up because this ain't funny to me. And I'm knowing where my stuff is. Oh, it's already out because I don't see it here. So then where did I put it? Because it's not in its normal space. Under something. Probably right in my face. Is it? Yeah, there it is. Norse mythology. The tales of the gods, sagas, and heroes. This is Norse mythology. So Nimrod from the Bible started And if I go to Greek mythology or Norse mythology, the Bible says in Genesis 6 that the Nephilim were on the earth right before the flood. The Nephilim, the realm of the Nephil. I know that the fathers of the Nephil are being tortured in between heaven and earth. This I know. Now, the Nephilim in the north was the Nephal or the Nephilim, N-I-F, but it was the giant world. And where did they live? In Erd. Well, if I take that D off, it's ancient Mesopotamia, and there's Genesis telling me that the giants lived in the mountains, okay, and in the colder regions, but they go to Nephilim, and they go right there. And it was the giants. Hmm. Then we got a lovely book that I think everybody should invest in, where it tells you that where are you? Y'all, my office is so dirty right now. I don't like it. I can't find my stuff. I can't find my stuff. Oh, Jesus. You know what? Be careful what you ask for. I said, God, I want an amazing library with everything in it. And listen, this book right here you should buy. Any newbies here? Anybody that is your first time here? This is my Vanna Black. This is my Vanna Black. Y'all see me buzzing it? My price is right. Who knew here? And you've not seen this book before. Anybody here watch Game of Thrones? I have to say this a lot, but for the newbies, because this is anybody that's new and you watch Game of Thrones. Anybody? Okay. All right. So I want to show you something. Do you see what that says? The lost book of King Og, who's mentioned in the Bible, and the giants of the 100,000 giant war. Who was Og fighting? Og was fighting Nimrod, who the Bible calls a mighty hunter. You didn't know that he was hunting giants and monsters. The sons of Anak are where you get your Anakim or Anunnakis. Anak, the keeper of the bodies before who? Baal or Balenciaga. Anak, whose dark one shrouded over him and with unspeakable darkness. So Anak, the sons of Anak were in the 100,000 giant war. Azaz, Malcolm, Ag, who is Og's brother, came with 5,000 giants. Malcolm came with 1,000. This dude, Azaz, came with 1,000 giants. Anak who wounded Nimrod's genitals a second time because Nimrod had to be circumcised because of a war. And then they did the best thing that I wish I could have ever seen. And I don't care if y'all say second Baruch. I don't care. Let me tell you how this nigga won the war. It's some real nigga-ish if I ain't ever seen it. Once they split his meat open and everybody healed up, he made all his giant buddies get circumcised, and then they ran in the war with just shields on, letting them things swing. You hear me? I should have been there for that. I should have been there for that battle. Giants running through like this. Oh, man. Well, I was born in the wrong time. I should have been able to chronicle that. I should have been able to chronicle that. I should have. Branches everywhere. It's a real thing. This really happened. It's for real. See how juicy the Bible is? You didn't even know. I should have. You said, girl, yeah. And you don't want to read the Bible. Well, fine. I love reading it, as a matter of fact. Who knows that Solomon's books is the precursor for Too Short's Freaky Tales? Huh? His songs of Solomon and his poems and stuff. He was the precursor. Huh? You ain't never really read it, have you? Y'all don't even be knowing what y'all be reading. Lord. Go back and read Psalms and Proverbs and go slow. Solomon was. See, they done preached it to y'all. Y'all don't even know what y'all reading. He talking about mounds and deep pits and what, Lord? You use that to rap a song? I'm trying to tell you. Precursor for Freaky Tales. That's why when people be saying about, I'll be like, what Bible are you reading? Honey, I be curled up with my Cheetos. Listen. And it's right in your Bible. That's why I don't know how they be preaching that over the pulpit like that. Like, do you hear what you saying, bro? You just said in the church. Don't nobody realize what he talking about? All them poems he wrote, do y'all know he be talking about women? Go back and read it from that point of view and see what he... You're going to be like, why did they put this in the Bible? This is in the Bible, but second Baruch ain't. Women in their body parts. Literally. You said, yeah, I was just in the book of Proverbs, read chapter 4. I'm trying to tell you, yeah, it's not, listen. That's how I know people don't be reading the Bible. You can't preach. What? Wait a minute. Do you know what he even saying right here? You didn't get none. That went right over your head. Okay. Oh, you're right. Y'all been reading the Bible? It is love poetry. Think about the love letter you would write to your person that you in love with, that you want to experience them in that way. What would you say? I would read it in an easy read, the NIV. The whole Bible. Come on. Listen. The Bible is juicy. Quit reading the regular King James Version. Go get the easy read version or the NIV, right? Or the I can't think of that, ESV. One of them. They talk like we talk. Okay? And it's gonna make a lot more sense to you. Solomon had 700 wives of royal birth and 300 concubines, and he took every last one of them 1,000 hoes to swim around me, and that's a lot, Solomon. And did he had 1,000 hoes in every he had one from literally every race of people. Some of them 2 or 3. He had a woman from every race of people on the planet. That's why you got places like the Solomon Islands and Solomon is. And now kings had that many wives back then. If you could have as many wives as you could afford, see the problem with men now, you can't afford one while you trying to have 6. That's why you can't have that many. Now the men that know how to take care of more than one woman at a time, they still got that many. And the women don't be fighting because he do what he need to do. You, on the other hand, haven't mastered that and don't have enough money to do it. Have a seat. You can have more than one in those countries when you can afford them. You can't afford you. Oh, well, the Bible said a man that can take care of them can have them, sir. I should not be having to go to no assistance. If you got 4 wives, it shouldn't be no kind of assistance in this house. I should never have to call nobody for nothing. If you want to have 4 of us. Period. It say the ones you can afford. And not barely affording them. Afford them. They do. It's a real thing. That's biblical. You ain't getting no wife unless you can afford to have them. You can't afford the one you got. How you gonna get another one? You ain't even afforded this one. That's why being a side chick or whatever don't pay, because he can't afford both of y'all. So somebody lacking somewhere. That's it. I'm finding me a rich man. Don't do that. Because they be trying to kill you. Because you become a possession. And if they just look at you like a possession, they'll throw you away faster than they throw away the toilet paper that come out they work in. Because they see everything and everybody as possessions. Y'all see what's going on with Diddy? You paying people $500,000 a month to be your girlfriend, but you treat them like dirt. You beat them and hurt them and pimp them out. That's probably how that wasn't nothing to pay her $500,000 a month if you selling her for 350 a pop, 1,000. That ain't even probably 10% of what you made off her a month. You know, girl, she said, I'm a. Oh, okay. It's a difference. It is. But anyway, who knows? Okay. Did y'all go to page 306? Did y'all go to page 306? Because I'm about to go do my art. It's about to be 8. Okay. So it say the floods. Do it say the flood on y'all in y'all book? Yes. Okay. So it says, and it happened that when men began to multiply upon the earth, beautiful daughters were born to them. And the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were very fair, and took for themselves wives from all whom they chose. And God said, my spirit shall not judge those men forever, because they are flesh, but their years shall be 120. For them he set the limits of life, but the crimes done by their hands did not cease. And God saw that among all those inhabiting the earth, wicked deeds had reached full measure. And because they were plotting evil all their days, he said, I will blot out man and all things that grow on the earth, for I am sorry that I have made him. Yet Noah found favor and mercy before the Lord, and these are his generations. Noah, who was a righteous man and blameless in his generation. Hold on. Wasn't Noah an alcoholic? Hmm. So it wasn't what he was putting in his body that made him righteous or not righteous, was it? How many times did God say, or we know he says, it ain't what you put in your body that defiles you, it's what comes out of your body. And we know that God called Noah a righteous man, because it's not only in here, it's over there too. But he was a drunk. So how was he a righteous man to have favor with God if he was a drunk? God said, don't get drunk. He didn't say don't drink. He said don't get drunk. Our ways of thinking are not God's ways of thinking, the way he thinks. Just like David was a murderer, but God loved him because he had a repentant heart. And he would really get in God's face, but he was a murderer. And a wife stealer. But God loved him. But he was a murderer and an adulterer. He already had other wives. He already had other wives before Bathsheba. He was married before that. He already had other wives. He didn't need Uriah's wife. So you who you think is holy don't matter if y'all ain't seen. That's why when people come in here talking, yeah, I'm not trying to please you as a person. Because you can't put me in heaven or hell and you can't see my heart, but God knows. Because when I told y'all I used to be smoking, I'm like, man, I'm in here getting relaxed and stuff. And then the Holy Ghost, like, why is you doing this? Trying to embarrass me. I'm in the club. I'm turning up. I'm having a good time. I'm trying to get these babies in the air, and you bring this crying person next to me. I thought he's staying in a circle and dance. And the it's about better from side. But like, listen, trying to do something here, and this is not work. Oh man, let me put this drink down because I'm not ever gonna get to come back to it. Fine, yes, we can go in the bathroom and talk. I feel you, Noah. He couldn't go nowhere for 120 years and not look and see that everybody around him was gonna be dead. Could you do it? If God told you the only people that was gonna be alive in 120 years was the people that was in your house, not even your extra family members. You had to go to the store, and every time you saw everybody at the store, you knew everybody was gonna be dead. When you went to the car lot, when you went to the club, when you went to the church, when you went to the college party, you understood that every single person around you was going to die, even the babies that haven't been born yet. You walk and seeing pregnant mamas like this with 10 kids, 100 kids behind them. We don't know how many kids, and you know everybody about to die. You don't think you'll want to drink. It ain't nowhere you can go that you already know that everybody is gonna be dead. If he went to India, they was gonna be dead. If he went to China, they was gonna be dead. There was nowhere he could run because it's only about to be you and the people that I told you. Could you imagine? While he's hammering every meal, he's thinking everybody that's coming up and laughing at me, you don't even realize you're about to be dead. How could you sleep? Exactly. Mind you, he done already lived all these years. He done already been alive 300, 400 years, whatever. So think about the people he know. People was living a long time. His family members. That wasn't all his family members. He had sisters. He had other brothers. He had mamas and daddies. If they wasn't dead yet, they was all about to be. And for 120 years, you had to walk around and know everybody that in this last week that you done went to go visit, and all the people up in the hill, and every person that you pass in your car, and every person that you see on the internet, and all of the people that's in your followers list is gonna be gone, and you gonna be alive. You could do it. Do an exercise this week. Think about how many people you got in your family. And then everywhere you go this week at your job. And I don't want you to be depressed. I want you to put yourself in Noah's shoes. This is why they find mass graves and people stuck in mud. But think about it, the stench and the smell. It's floating dogs, cats, birds, people, babies, rotting cows, fish, because it was water everywhere. So not only was it a sight to see, seeing everybody with gray eyes or burned up, floating in the water, you got to see babies and old people and everybody. It was putrid, I'm sure. I don't think they had to bury them. I think that's when God let them just the water like a drain. Because it ain't nothing for him to open it up and close it up. And this is why I believe they fan. I know this is crazy. But you know how they said them soldiers in China or Japan is what's the name? They said, but we just can't figure out how they all the same. What's the name? Y'all think them is handcrafted? Really? Y'all don't think that right? You don't think they petrified people? They said what they can't understand is how all of them have a different face. Not one of those soldiers is the same. But how many times have we seen that when an army know they gonna be defeated or something, is they just put on all their armor and they stand there at a tent hut and they all die together? It's too perfect. Even they swords ain't the same. The terracotta soldiers. Now, somebody shared a video with me, but we talked about it before about the giants being in stasis. And I said the reason they spirits be mad is because they got to go back and look at their bodies, like on Moana. They said the giants are coming out of stasis. Y'all remember in who are the archons? The hypostasis of the archons. The hypostasis of the archons. Who are the archons? What is an archon? What's the definition of an archon? Not archive, archon. A ruler or a chief magistrate? A ruler. Like the rulers of darkness? Builder of the earth. Archons are celestial beings that are responsible for creating and maintaining the physical. Archaic literature. Anybody ever heard of archaic literature? Like from the archons? To be the first to rule. Kings. First and second kings. Part of the archon. I keep telling y'all, Kings is a very, very people don't take the time to go read Kings and take it apart, but if you do, you shall be surprised at where it leads you. Okay, so I'm about to go do my art project. I love y'all. Y'all can go read the rest of that about the flood and the generations and the genealogy of Noah, which is coming on down here. We was gonna read it, but I'm gonna let y'all do it. So if you go underneath there, it says the genealogies and the sons of Noah right under there in this book that we got here. You see it? And it goes into detail. Right. Oh, hold on. You see it? Mm-hmm. So, Nova and Eva. There's a whole bunch of names in here. Mm-hmm. Ashkenaz, Karuba. Now the sons of Ham, Cush, and Egypt, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Ham are Cush in Egypt, put in Canaan. Hmm. And it goes down through all these other people. There's real detail. There's real detail in here. Hmm. And then it talks about the census of Noah's descendants. Who knew? How many sons they had? The Tower of Babel and Abraham in a furnace. I love y'all. I will hope that y'all go read the rest of that and do some studies. And I mean, you can read it tonight, but you won't be done studying it until next year this time. Because that's a lot of people mentioned in there. When I tell y'all about the migration of the peoples, just gave you that info where to go find it. You ready? Mm-hmm. Book two. Mm-hmm. Hold on, y'all gotta pee. Ooh. Book two, page 306. Okay. So, also, it was something else I was going to tell you. Oh, I didn't get to show y'all this. So, yes, the Giants came back after the flood. Somebody on the boat. That's here. You said it's crazy how what you read before has a new meaning, and when you read it again, yeah, because your eyes being open up. So if you watch Game of Thrones, I'm trying to make sure I'm on the right one because I guess I'll be typing. Okay. If you watch Game of Thrones, I was trying to show you something. So in Enoch, after God got tired of the giants, the Nephilim, the Anunnaki, the Titans tearing up his world, four angels went to God and said, three angels said, went to God and said, "What you want us to do?" He bound Azazel, okay? He bound Azazel, and then he made the giants start to fight against each other until they destroyed each other. A lot of them, right? Okay? So look, this is where the 100,000 giant war starts, or the Titan War, because there was millions and millions of these giants. They was making monsters and everything. But if you watched, um, okay, anyway, so if you watched Game of Thrones, I probably did. I don't know. I went to the thing, but I'll be opening that stuff later. Yeah, I've been chilling. I ain't been running and doing ripping and doing all a whole bunch of stuff. I just like last night. I didn't do nothing. I just chilled out. But thank you, Miss Lisa. I'll be going to look. I ain't been doing all that ripping and running and just every time, and I'll be trying to wait a couple of days. So look, right here, the dragon siblings, Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. You see it? The dragon siblings with the white hair and blue eyes that entered the 100,000 giant war from the east. The dragon siblings that told of a city in the sky, but they had white hair and blue eyes. And who hired them? The kingdom of Og hired the dragon siblings with the gold strip from Baal of the Earth's temple. And these are all the giants. And a lot of these names are in your movies. Khaleesi, yep. Listen, a lot of these names in this book are in your movies right now, in your video games. Yeah. Arg, the red-haired giant. Anytime a pirate says arg, don't they normally have a patch on their eye? Who says arg? Pirates. Not og, arg. A lot of the giants were seafaring, they were Vikings, they were the people. Okay, so right here it shows us that Arg, the red-haired giant who lost an eye in battle, is normally how they show us how pirates look. He had 1,000 giants with him. And who was he fighting against? It says, Arg, who took an eye of every circumcised Nephilim he killed. Arg, who hated Nimrod with all his soul and was responsible for Nimrod's original circumcision. He tried to take Arg, who was consumed by Baal of the stars and celestial bodies that the dark ones gathered about him. Celestial bodies. Now, where do we know that word celestial bodies from? Where do we know the word celestial bodies from? And crazy, you always see a jar full of eyes on pirate ships. And do. He took out me eye. No, they call the stars the celestial bodies. And when you look at it, when they look at it through them powerful things, it looks like a person standing like this. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what I thought about last night when I was watching 30 Coins. He took me eye out. That's what they say. You make me want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean. Come on. You're welcome, Michael. So look at this. Who's watching 30 Coins and you got to the last 2 episodes? You are? You got to the last 2 episodes? Who made it to the last 2 episodes that they put out? Did y'all see that star on their shirt? Who saw the star on the shirt? The archaic symbol that they needed? Y'all see that was the archaic, we just talked about the archons. The archaic symbol. Y'all didn't see that that's the energy star symbol? That's on all y'all energy efficient washer and dryers and whatnot. It's a version of that. I said, not that they got the energy star symbol on their shirt. Energy star. Y'all peep that? Y'all be looking at the symbols like I told you? Y'all be playing. Y'all still just watching. Gosh darn it. We didn't talked about this. If you look at that shirt, that's your energy star symbol. A version of it. Ain't that crazy? He said my head was in my hand watching the show. Like, oh my God. HBO. Can I ask y'all a question? Does it make you, now when you go back and you look at pictures online of the popes, you look at them differently. You see the look in their eyes now? You see why I said all the popes' eyes be dark as hell? You can see the evil in their face. And did you see how quickly that them popes on there? Archons are stars and celestial beings. And they are. The archaic literature. The literature of the stars. The people that came down here and taught this. Who remembers? Who was the first person to write down something? Who was the first person to write down something? Seth. And who held his hand while he did such? How we do our kids when we teaching them to write their name? Who held his hand while he did it? An angel. So the same way that we hold our kids' hand and teach them reading literature, an angel taught Seth so that he could write his mama and daddy's story out. Biblical Hebrew. Biblical Hebrew. Right? The Nephal, the Hiphal, the Hophal, the paradigms of biblical Hebrew. And we know that there was a people called the Nephalim. Who did they originate from? Who did the Nephal originate from? The Nephal? The Nephal? Biblical Hebrew now. The paradigms of biblical Hebrew, the first one starts with the Nephal. Huh. Wonder why. And most times when a person is going to do magic, they use the seal of angels. And it's biblical Hebrew. The angelic language. So Norse mythology talks about the Nephal. Genesis talks about the Nephal. And even biblical Hebrew, the paradigms of how it's written and the whole subject, verbs, and all of that, is the first one is called the Nephal. But do you know where to look? But do you know where to look? I mean, it's be right in front of our face, but we be making it way harder than it is. You just gotta have the right pieces to put together. That's all. That's it. $30. It's not a movie, it's a show on HBO. I appreciate you all as well. You give me a place to pour out all of this stuff because before it was just locked up in here and in my journals. You're confused about what? Thank you, Ashana. What are you confused about? An angel taught Seth how to write. Then 7 generations or 4 generations. What? Thank you so much. Okay, well, whatever you're confused about, send me an email because I'm about to go do some arts and crafts. I've been on here 100. Okay, no, I'm not going to explain it right now. I got stuff to do. I'll come back later. And you ask me to explain it. You don't tell me what to do. Yeah. So, I'm about to go. I love y'all. Please don't ask me questions you can answer your own self. And because y'all do know that I do be knowing y'all names, right? So if you ask me certain